Now then, hello everybody. So for now, until I'm well enough, I'll be doing little short news like interludes like this because I don't have the oxygen to do a live stream. So this is how we're going to do it for the next however many days it takes. So for now, I wanted to bring this story to you. Now, I've been talking about the Russian and Ukraine crisis, inverted commas, for a few weeks. The invasion from Russia has been imminent, don't you know? Any day now, the Americans said, the Brits said, NATO said, radio silence. So, wouldn't you like to know a turn up for the books? Diane Abacus only agrees with me. So, what did I say? Was it the end of last year? I would rather have a Jeremy Corbyn government than this shit show we've got right now. And that is saying something. Because Diane Abacus, of all people, agrees. So let's see what she's got to say, shall we? So the former Shadow Home Secretary, the former, because she just couldn't fucking work out what day it was, let alone anything else, back to the Russian narrative and said that NATO was to blame for the current tensions. Now, whether she actually means this like the way I do, or whether she's just got mixed up and she's ended up saying the right thing when she didn't actually mean to say the right thing, who knows? So let's read on. So she's accused Doris and Biden of generating an atmosphere for war for sending troops to Eastern Europe. This is insane. She's spot on. NATO allies have discharged military backup in a sign of solidarity, can't say that word, with Ukraine, amid fears an imminent invasion. Again, Russia have not done anything to signal an invasion. It's their border. If they want to mass their own troops along their border, good on them. I wish that our troops would protect our borders, don't you? Anyway, it's moving on. So she's back the Russian narrative. Miss Abbott, so she's not married, but she's not a miss apparently, has told a meeting of the Stop the War Coalition last night, we see that the US has decided that it needs to send the US and other NATO troops to Russia's border. This alone should tell us that claims that Russia is the aggressor should be treated sceptically. The destabilisation of the entire region comes from the continued eastward expansion of NATO. Wouldn't you like to know? It's going, I've told you before, everything's gone tits up. What's good is bad, bad is good, left is right, right is left. Inversion, as above, so below. It's all mixed up. Now, I'm going to do a show on this, right? I don't know when, because I'm going to get right, because as you can hear, I can't talk for more than a few minutes without gasping. I think we need to do a show on the CERN and the Mandela effect. Now, I would love to get Tony on if he's available, because I know that he dismisses this as a load of bullshit. I think it's most likely a load of bullshit, but I still think it's worth looking into and talking about. As you know, at the end of the day, our channel, The Curious Bunny, isn't about what I think or don't think. It's about what everybody thinks. And I've had a few people ask recently to do a show on it. We've done them before in the past, but it's been a while. So let's do it. Let's get some pro-Mandela, some anti-Mandela, and let's see what we've got to say. I'll get a few examples of Mandela effects and then we can just talk about them. It's not going to be a debate. We're not having a mass debate, okay? We've been there, done that with the flat earth bullshit. Let's just do some Q&As of what people think, okay? So let's do it. But anyway, going back to this, I think that there's something happened somewhere along the line that has turned things upside down, inside out and backwards and forwards. Because Jeremy Corbyn was the most arrogant tosser in Parliament. But since he became the backbencher that he used to be again, he's now speaking up for us again. Now, you may have heard me say a few times on this channel, I'm pretty certain that they fucked him off because they knew what was coming with this old plague thing at the end of 2019 with the general election in December. Because they knew what was coming. And no matter how much I hate Jeremy Corbyn, he would not have stood by and let Doris sell out this country to the pharmaceutical companies. He just wouldn't have done it. No matter what you think of Corbyn as a Marxist leftist scumbag, he's against big pharma. He's against corporations and capitalism. You can't knock him for that. So that's why him and his little minion there that were driving around Europe on a pissing motorbike together, go figure, are actually speaking sense for once. But that just goes to show how backwards is going forwards and forwards is going backwards, because the new left are woke. The new left are some sort of woke capitalism. You've got massive corporations like Nike who make their trainers and clothes in sweatshops in China, telling us that we should be more inclusive and more diverse and stop we've got to get rid of all the the slave trade slogans and our statues because we built it on slaves, when they're actually getting slave children to make their own stuff. It's just the most hypocritical bullshit era that we are in right now, that makes Jeremy Corbyn and his left Marxist ideas look like nothing. And that's why it's all gone backwards and inverted. So as it stands, I would rather have Jeremy Corbyn in the opposition than Keir Starmer, who is part of the Fabian Society. Go and look at them. Go and see what they want. It's far worse than Jeremy Corbyn. Anyway, what do you think? Is Diane Abbots right? She's actually going against Joe Biden, who, by the way, the left wokists want rid of. We all know he's not going to make the midterms. They're going to have a bump him off or throw him off a cliff or do something. I don't know. I don't think he'll be there by Christmas. I really don't. Anyway, let me know. Link in the description. Let me know what you think about old Diane Abacus. And until the next time, whenever that is, hopefully be soon. But I need my inhalers right now. But it was good to talk to you and just to give my perspective on another crazy-ass story in this strange, bizarre world. Oh, they're turning CERN on at the end of the month. I'm praying and hoping that this all gets sucked back in and back out again and we get back to some kind of normality. Let's wait and see. But yeah, Mandela Night, let me know in the description if you're interested in doing it on the Curious Bunny, and we will do it. And again, I'm on the fence. I don't know. I think a lot of people use it as an excuse. I think it's pushed by the Flat Earth cult. Is there anything to it? Probably not, but it's something to talk about, isn't it? Anyway, see you on the next one. Bye.